Okay, if everybody would please rise for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
A couple of just quick announcements. It's working. For those of you that do not have our app, National Grid is going to be resuming gas main replacement on Bayville Avenue in the upcoming weeks. It's going to be a lengthy project. You remember they did some of it last year, I guess, from the fire department down to Monroe, and they're going to be continuing that. And once we have the exact date, we'll send that information out. And also the Bayville Bridge at some point in September is going to have overnight closures for paving repairs. We don't have those dates yet either, but it'll be in September. And I'm going to put Trustee Tucker on the spot. Our Little League won some sort of championship that you coached. Why don't you tell us what went on with that?
The 8U Travel Falcons won the Hot Stove Western Division Championship.
Very good. You're the coach, right?
I was one of the coaches.
Okay, that's very good.
All right, thank you, Mayor and Cozy. We'll get started with a few items. We do have some hearings, the first of which is at 6:35. So we'll start with the business on the agenda, and then we will go to the first hearing. Okay. So warrants and claims. May I have a motion to accept warrants and claims?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Trustee DiNatale.
Second.
Thank you, Trustee Valsecchi. Trustee Walsh.
Yes.
Trustee Tucker.
Yes.
Trustee DiNatale.
Yes.
Trustee Valsecchi.
Yes.
Mayor Mincozzi.
Yes.
Your agenda says budget transfers, but there are no budget transfers for this evening's meeting. So the next item are the prior meeting minutes. These would be the minutes from the July 28th regular meeting.
I'll make a motion to accept prior meetings minutes.
Thank you, Trustee Valsecchi.
I'll second.
Thank you, Trustee Tucker. Trustee Walsh.
Yes.
Trustee Tucker.
Yes.
Trustee DiNatale.
Yes.
Trustee Valsecchi.
Yes.
Mayor Mincozzi.
Yes.
The Mill River Rod and Gun Club has asked to hold their 45th annual Children's Snapper Derby on September 6, 2025, using West Harbor Beach docks, and it will start at 11 a.m. They have provided us with all the required use of facility forms and insurances.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Trustee Tucker.
I'll second.
Thank you, Trustee Walsh. Trustee Walsh.
Yes.
Trustee Tucker.
Yes.
Trustee DiNatale.
Yes.
Trustee Valsecchi.
Yes.
Mayor Mincozzi.
Yes.
So Andy Pettit, who has been with us since 2017, has resigned effective August 2025, and he is going to the Locust Valley Water District.
Thank you for his time publicly, his 8 years of service. He was knowledgeable, professional, always a pleasure to work with, and we thank him for all he did for our village.
So as a result of Andy Pettit leaving, we have the position of Super Water Plant Operations open, and we are pleased to offer to promote Salvatore Astudo, who's a current water plant treatment operator, to the position of Supervisor of Water Plant Operations, effective August 28, 2025. His annual salary will be $132,000, and he will receive 3 weeks, 120 hours of vacation time. Again, he is replacing Andrew Petty, who resigned effective August 2025, and Mr. Petty's accrual benefit time will be paid out as a one-time lump sum. So I ask for the motion to effectuate the promotion of Salvatore Astudo.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Trustee DiNatale.
I'll second.
Thank you, Trustee Tucker. Trustee Walsh.
Yes.
Trustee Tucker.
Yes.
Trustee DiNatale.
Yes.
Trustee Valsecchi.
Yes.
Mayor Mincozzi.
Yes.
Thank you. The next item is, we have a proposal. You have a proposal before you from Tony and Nick Masonry and Landscape to repave the entrance to Blavona Court for a total of $1,000. And Nick and Tony were the logo of the proposals we received.
Make a motion to accept that proposal.
Thank you, Trustee Valsecchi.
Second.
Thank you, Trustee DiNatale. Trustee Walsh.
Yes.
Trustee Tucker.
Yes.
Trustee DiNatale.
Yes.
Trustee Valsecchi.
Yes.
Mayor Mincozzi.
Yes.
The next item is a request from the Bayville Elementary's Parents Council to hold their fifth grade beach party at West Harbor on June 2nd, 2026. Rain date of June 4th, 2026 from 9:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. The Bayville Elementary School has provided the required use of facility forms and insurance.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Trustee Tucker. Thank you, Trustee Walsh. Trustee Walsh?
Yes.
Trustee Tucker?
Yes.
Trustee Vitale?
Yes.
Trustee Belzetti?
Yes.
Mayor Minicozzi?
Yes.
Okay, at this time, I'd like to go to the first hearing we have scheduled. I'll read the public notice, and we will open the hearing. Notice is hereby given that a public hearing will be held before and by the Board of Trustees of the Incorporated Village of Bayville, Nassau County, New York, at the Bayville Village Hall, 34 School Street, Bayville, in said village on Monday, August 25th, 2025, at 6:35 p.m. The hearing will be on whether to enact proposed local law C-2025, a local law to amend Chapter 64, Streets and Sidewalks, by adding new Article 4 entitled Written Notice of Defect or Dangerous Condition of the Code of the Village of Bayville. Copy of proposed law C-2025 is on file at the Village Hall at the above address, where it may be reviewed during normal business hours until the time of the hearing. Proposed local law is also available for review at the BayvilleNY.gov website. All persons interested will be heard at the above time and place. By order of the Board of Trustees, Maria Alfonso Party, Village Clerk Treasurer. And for the record, we have an affidavit of publication in Doomsday, an affidavit of posting within the village. So at this time, I will turn it over to Village Attorney Weiler to explain the local law.
This local law is basically being proposed to make sure that any notice of defects that the village might have on sidewalks and public places within the village, that any notice being provided via the internet would not be considered a legal notice of defect. So what this law basically does is require that when someone sees a condition that's on a village street that's defective, and in a public place, that in order for us to get proper notice of it, that notice has to be a hard copy mailed to us or delivered to us to the village clerk. Getting something through the internet would not be considered to be proper notice. And that is a result of a recent Court of Appeals decision that was rendered by the New York State Court of Appeals, the highest court, that seemed to indicate that the city of Albany, that had a provision in their procedures to go ahead and accept certain notices by email was considered sufficient. If this law specifically states those kind of notices are not sufficient. So that's the reason we're doing it.
It has to be in writing, no phone call, nothing with the internet.
No, that has to be in writing. It has to be a deliberate writing. You have to know where it comes from. It's that way. You can
Social media is not acceptable.
Yes.
Pardon?
Social
Or
media
phone.
is
No,
not
not
acceptable.
acceptable.
It always had to be in writing,
Yes.
because that
It has
was
to
the
be in
provision of
writing.
the law.
Yeah.
But now we have gone to.
We're defining it a little bit.
Right.
Technically now, under the electronics law, that is considered writing. But we've passed this law, and this, by the way, was recommended by the New York, by NICOM, Conference of Mayors, and therefore that's why we're adopting. And with that, if the board is so inclined, I would recommend that you adopt the following resolution. Whereas the Board of Trustees on July 28th.
Excuse me, Peter, does the mayor want to give the audience a chance to speak?
Oh, I'm sorry.
And we need to close the public hearing first.
Does anybody have any questions on the new local law? No?
All right, then I'll take a motion to close the public hearing. Let the record show it's 6:39 p.m.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Trustee Tucker.
I'll second.
Thank you, trustee Wall. Trustee Wall. Trustee Tucker.
Yes.
Trustee Di Natale.
Yes.
Trustee Valsecchi.
Yes.
Mayor Minicozzi.
Yes.
Okay. Peter.
Okay. I would recommend that if there weren't any objections, that the board adopt the following resolution. Whereas the Board of Trustees on July 28, 2025 introduced proposed local law C 2025 to amend Chapter 64 entitled Streets and Sidewalks by adding a new article, Roman numeral 4, entitled Written Notice of Defect or Dangerous Condition of the Code of the Village of Bayville. And whereas the adoption of such local laws a type 2 action under the New York State Environmental Quality Review Act and will not require any environmental review. Now therefore be it resolved that local law C 2025 to amend Chapter 64 Streets and Sidewalks by adding new article Roman numeral 4 entitled Written Notice of Defect of the Code of the Village of Bayville, being the same, is hereby enacted as local law numeral 3, 2025, as follows. And what will happen on the adoption of this resolution, the entire law will be included in the minutes.
Become part of the village code.
Part of the code, and
Do I have a motion to
need a vote.
accept the resolution? Need a motion? Thank you. Trustee Belknap.
Second.
Thank you, trustee Di Natale. Trustee Walsh.
Yes.
Trustee Tucker.
Yes.
Trustee Di Natale.
Yes.
Trustee Valsecchi.
Yes.
Mayor Minicozzi.
Yes.
Thank you. This is good. Minutes before the start of the next hearing. It's 40. Oh, it was set for 6:40, so we can start this hearing. And I'll read the notice for the next hearing. Notice is hereby given that the Board of Trustees of the Incorporated Village of Bayville will hold a public hearing commencing at 6:40 p.m. Let the record show it's 6:42 p.m. on Monday, August 25th, 2025, on the application of Creek View Aquaculture LLC for a special permit to maintain a place for storage, rental, or sale of boats, boat equipment, fishing equipment, and similar equipment as permitted by Village Code, Section 80-43, at premises located at 34 Ludlam Avenue, Bayville, New York, designated as Section 29, Block G, Lots 454 and 554 on the Nassau County Land and Tax Map. A copy of the application is available at the Village Hall located at 34 School Street, Bayville, New York, during regular office hours. All interested will be heard at the aforesaid time and place. By the order of the Board of Trustees, Incorporated Village of Bayville, Maria Alfano, Village Clerk Treasurer, notice is dated August 14th. For the record, there is an affidavit of publication in Newsday. There is an affidavit of posting. The notice was posted on the Village of Bayville website, and the applicant did do a affidavit of service by mail of the notice. I believe that there is a representative here.
Yes.
Representing Creek View Aquaculture, the applicant, and for the record, please, your name.
Yes, good afternoon, good evening. My name is John Ormentano. I'm an attorney with Farrell Fritz, representing the applicant, Creek View Aquaculture. I did want to hand something up just to assist with our hopefully brief presentation. Okay. So as you're aware, this property, and I have submitted exhibits here for your review. As I'm sure you're familiar with the subject property, Exhibit 1 is an aerial photograph indicating the location of the bridge marina. This property is located at 34 Ludlam Avenue in Bayville. This property was the subject of a change of zone that was granted by this board from Residence C to Park District to keep within these zoning that is consistent with the area and recommended by your comprehensive plan. Exhibit 2 is the tax map depiction of the subject property. As you're aware, this property has been operating as a marina, and the Winter Brothers, the Flower Brothers for their agricultural activities. We have submitted Exhibit 3, which is the depiction of the area that is subject to, was subject to the change of zone. It's a portion of the operating marina. Portions are operating on village property, and this is the private property that was rezoned, and the Exhibit 4 shows the prior zoning as a residential C. The marina zoning, or the park zoning, was extended to the west to include the subject property. We've also included as Exhibit 5 the resolution that was adopted by this board, changing the zone to Park District. And the reason we're here tonight is Park District provides for certain as-of-right uses, and there's an additional provision, subsection B, which allows for any and other proposed uses. This basically becomes the subject of a special permit, for lack of a better word. Your code speaks to allow the uses that are in keeping with the harmony of the community. We believe that we clearly are. As this board is aware, a special permit is something that is approved, is considered tantamount to being approved. What we are here tonight to discuss, your questions, if you have any, is the continuation of a decades-long activity at the subject property. The code change was necessary to allow for it to be considered as of right. The as of right has a special permit criteria to continue the operations because the depicted permitted uses don't exactly include this use, but this use has been permitted, and this board is able to grant the continuation of what's always been on the subject property. And as this board is aware, when the change of zone was approved, a covenant restriction was filed with the county, which basically said, in no uncertain terms, that there cannot be any changes to the operations. So we're not here tonight asking for anything but to maintain the status quo. It is in keeping with the code that you've adopted. It is in keeping with your comprehensive plan, your recommendations of your planning consultants. This is, again, an attribute to the village. And I think, we're here tonight to answer any questions that you may have, but I think the application stands on itself for permission to be granted this request.
Any questions? No questions.
Yes.
Anybody in the audience have any questions?
Yes. If you could please come up, okay, to the mic, and I'll ask you to give us your name and address.
My name is Elizabeth Casaza, C-A-S-A-Z-Z-A, 41 Jackson Avenue.
Thank you.
So my question is, clearly we have missed prior meetings that that it was allowed all these changes, and there's been many changes. Right on our block, most of our view is gone. There's a new fence. I know that you approved all of this, but now I'm asking to please, put special thoughts on adding. My question is, they're going to be selling boats? Is that what the idea now? Are you going to be storing more things in the lot?
Please, for the record, yes. Clear. There is no change proposed. They're operating an existing marina as it has always been operated, so there's nothing new. They are dressing up the property. They're making improvements. So we're not changing the activities. We're not intensifying the activities. This was really to maintain the status quo. We are, in my opinion, grandfathered under certain uses that have already been part of this operation. This is, and again, the covenant restrictions limits us to expansion. So there's no expansion, there's no intensification.
It just seems that there's been many changes. I know you used the word status quo. To me, that means that things have not changed to what the marina was before, but things have changed tremendously. I used to have a view of the bridge, now I have a view of an office. There are now, like I said, a big fence that is usually used in the South Shore, not in beautiful North Shore, so I just wanted to know.
The office is not on the parcel in question.
But if they're gonna be adding, I know you said that whatever you had in the past, you were allowed to sell boats?
You're talking about the marina, right? The actual marina next to
Excuse
the
me,
park.
again, if you're going to address the board, I need you to identify yourself and the address for the record.
Just to make this clear, the parcel we're talking about tonight is the southwest corner of the existing marina. So it's the old Flowers grow house and the railway, right?
Correct, yeah, I'm showing this, it's the, as you said, southwest. This is the only area was granted the change of zone. That's the only location.
So here's my Jackson Ave, this is the block where I live. Right, I know, this is exactly the zone that I'm asking about, because, so if I look at it this way, because that's where Jackson Avenue is, it's the side on the,
Adjacent to the home.
Yeah.
Street.
and what they're planning is just adding more storage there.
No, there's no change.
Don't we use an existing?
Exactly like it is
garage?
now, whatever sheds are there will remain.
So what do they need approval?
Earlier, may I explain?
Of course.
Okay.
Please.
The zoning of the village has different districts. You have the residence district, you have the business district. In this particular case, the piece of property involved is only that portion which is the western part of the property. And the other part, that's to the east, where the marina operation is and the restaurant, that's actually village-owned property that is licensed to the Creekview people. It's just that the Creekview people have this piece of property which was zoned residential, and the uses there weren't compatible with the residential uses. They needed to change it back so that it could be rezoned for a use that was allowed in the park district. And in the park district, one of the uses that are permitted to be used are marinas, okay? And also boat sales and things, the sort of things that they're doing there now. But that's a permitted use in the park district. What we did in connection with the rezoning was that we restricted any use of that building, okay, that's there, the old flower building where they had the nursery for the oysters, the seed, where they had the seedlings for the oysters. That operation prior to that, of course, was filled up with all of these baskets and things that they used to stack up there. And what's happened is that now we've changed the use to be a permitted use that is now in the park district. And we did require as part of the operation, or as part of their application, that one of the uses that were permitted in the park district are the restaurants and things that are considered recreational, like their restaurant that they have on the eastern portion of the property. And as a condition to granting the rezoning, we said, you can't use that building for a restaurant. You can't use it for a nightclub. You can't use it for anything of that sort. The only thing that building can be used for, and the docks around it, are for the marina use, and not any use that would make any noise or disturbance to the neighbors. So that's what's happened here. And now all they're doing is complying with this section of the law that says when you have a use of this sort in the park district, you need to get also a special permit from the trustees. The trustees have to approve it, and that's what this hearing is about. So there won't be any change to what you see there now, to my knowledge. Okay?
I'll let you know.
Does anybody else want to speak?
Yeah,
Yeah, Amanda Valderrama, 43 Jackson Avenue. Thank you for clarifying that space. I would just like to go on record that I'm one of the houses that is adjacent to the conglomerate of spaces. And recently, and you know, in consecutive years, they've been putting unpermitted shipping containers up against my fence and blocking my view. And we've had to take them to the village court and make complaints because they are not permitting structures and installing them instead. So although it's very lovely that we're having rezoning and they're going to follow the code, I'm letting you know, and it's on record, that they're not following the code, that they're just installing these structures that we finally had moved about a month ago. So just because we're saying that nothing's going to change, we're directly affected when they don't follow procedure, and we have to come in here and make our voices heard.
But I think you're talking about the Ludlam Avenue.
No. There's actually a small little sliver of, you know where I live. Small little sliver of a tiny property between my house and the dirt road. And that's where, on that residential space, is where they're parking the container.
I believe that's been taken care of, hasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, we were almost a year.
No, I understand you made a complaint.
Yeah,
That's a different parcel of land. that
I understand
they
it's a
own.
different
So-
parcel.
But I
I'm
know the
just
one you're
cons-
talking about. I know what
Yes.
you're talking about.
My concern is
Yeah.
unpermitted structures being installed on the properties that the Creek Club owns, because I'm living there.
Well, to satisfy you though, they're applying for a special use permit. If they break the terms of it, they're going to lose it. So it would behoove them to not do anything illegal once they get granted that permit.
I appreciate it. I mean,
I'm going to give my card in case, so you can get in touch with us so we can react to the ownership.
thank you. Thanks.
No, there's a little blower of land there. That's on the other part of the property that is the storage yard. Taylor and somebody's.
Oh, yeah.
It's that parcel.
Oh, okay.
And a sliver of land that they own. Where they sandwiched in a container that was next to this lady's yard. And I believe it's been moved.
So
And
this
that-
little
but-
sliver of
but-
property, that's where there's.
But then
they park the-
That is if they don't follow the conditions, we
That
can then.
has nothing to do
There
with
is
this
nothing
one.
to do.
That's a different.
Because it's a different parcel.
Yeah, but
I
it's the
know,
same
I'm
owner.
very
It's another piece of property.
And I've been asking them to buy the property just so we can.
But the point being, if they're in violation of other things.
They might be, I
Yeah.
don't know what's happening. Okay.
Okay, don't believe it. Does anybody else want to comment on this?
And I'll accept the motion to close the public hearing at 6:58.
Make a motion.
Thank you, trustee Galseki.
Second.
Thank you, trustee Vitale, trustee Walsh,
Yes.
trustee Tucker,
Yes.
trustee Vitale,
Yes.
trustee Galseki.
Yes.
Mayor Cozy.
Yes.
And now we'll have a motion.
We need a motion the motion shall be resolved that the application of Creekview to receive a special permit to operate a marina boat rental business on the premises located on 34 Ludlam Avenue, designated as Section 29, Block G, Lots 454 and 554. B and the same hereby is approved.
I'll make a motion.
Thank you, trustee Galseki.
Second.
Thank you, trustee Vitale, trustee Walsh,
Yes.
trustee Tucker,
Yes.
trustee Vitale,
Yes.
trustee Galseki.
Yes.
Mayor Cozy.
Yes.
Thank you. We will now return to the other items on this evening's agenda. The next of which is the hiring of Mr. Farrar as a motor equipment operator with a starting salary of $35,758 as per the existing collective bargaining agreement effective August 28, 2025, in accordance with New York State minimum wage requirements and Nassau County Civil Service Commission rules and regulations.
Make the motion.
Thank you, trustee Delsecki.
Second.
Thank you, trustee Vitale. Trustee Welch.
Yes.
Trustee Tucker.
Yes.
Trustee Vitale.
Yes.
Trustee Delsecki.
Yes.
Mayor Milickosi.
Yes.
We have before you a proposal from Rocco T. Ronaldo Jr. to install new wiring and perform related electric work at the Village Green and Community Center, as outlined in his estimate number 3089 for a total cost of $1,750, and Rocco Ronaldo's proposal was the lower of the proposals we received.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, trustee Tucker.
Second.
Thank you, trustee Delsecki. Trustee Walsh.
Yes.
Trustee Tucker.
Yes.
Trustee Vitale.
Yes.
Trustee Delsecki.
Yes.
Mayor Milickosi.
Yes.
You have before you an air conditioner proposal from All Service Heating and Air Conditioning to install ductless AC units in the village clerk, treasurer, justice, village justice, and court clerk offices for a total of $19,650. The funding will be provided by the Justice Court Assistance Program grant. We did receive another proposal. All Service Heating was the lesser of the two proposals received. We did seek a third proposal with no response.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, trustee Tucker.
I'll second.
Thank you, trustee Walsh. Trustee Walsh.
Yes.
Trustee Tucker.
Yes.
Trustee Vitale.
Yes.
Trustee Delsecki.
Yes.
Mayor Milickosi.
Yes.
The next item is a resolution needed to approve the purchase of 2 new pickup trucks for the highway department for a total cost of $150,000 in addition to the purchase price for the 2 trucks. This resolution also approves a contingency allowance for additional plow equipment and truck wrapping, and contingency amount is $10,000.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, trustee Tucker.
Second.
Thank you, trustee Vitale. Trustee Walsh.
Yes.
Trustee Tucker.
Yes.
Trustee Vitale.
Yes.
Trustee Delsecki.
Yes.
Mayor Milickosi.
Yes.
You have a proposal before you from GPRS LLC to provide leak protection services for the water distribution system for a total of cost of $9,885, and this is an annual testing that we do.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, trustee Delsecki.
I'll second. I'll second.
Thank you, trustee Tucker. Trustee Walsh.
Yes.
Trustee Tucker.
Yes.
Trustee Vitale.
Yes.
Trustee Delsecki.
Yes.
Mayor Milickosi.
Yes.
The next item is a resolution that will amend the bond resolution dated September 27, 2021, as amended April 28, 2025, which authorized the issuance of $1,200,000 bonds of the Village of Bayville, Nassau County, New York, to pay the cost of various improvements at Creek Marina, including dredging and construction of a new dock, to increase the estimated maximum cost thereof and the amount of bonds authorized to $1,800,000, an increase of $600,000.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, trustee Tucker.
Second that motion.
Thank you, trustee Vitale. Trustee Walsh.
Yes.
Trustee Tucker.
Yes.
Trustee Vitale.
Yes.
Trustee Delsecki.
Yes.
Mayor Milickosi.
Yes.
The Locust Valley Middle School has requested to use Sunset Beach for 6th grade beach party from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Wednesday, August 27, 2025. With the rain date of August 28, 2025. They have supplied the necessary use of facility and insurance.
That's this week.
What we got?
2026.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Peter, you moved it.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Second. Trustee Tucker, thank you. Trustee Walsh.
Yes.
Trustee Tucker.
Yes.
Trustee Vitale.
Yes.
Trustee Delsecki.
Yes.
Mayor Milickosi.
Yes.
I have no other items to be before you, Mayor and Board.
Anybody in the audience? Rich, Giuseppe, anything?
Chris,
And if there is nothing else, I'll take a motion to close the meeting at 7:04 p.m.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, trustee Tucker.
Second?
Thank you, trustee Bell, second, trustee Walsh.
yes.
Trustee Tucker.
Yes.
Trustee Vitale.
Yes.
Trustee Bell, second.
Yes.
Mayor Minnikoski.
Yes.
Thank you, Mayor and Board.